Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin', let's go.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Just checking to see if the mic's working. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Say yes or no. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure that the audio's good. Before I pull up my board and get this draft going. The draft is scheduled to start at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Hence why the theme song came. The theme song is rocking, and we're gonna do some fantasy picks tonight. I wanted to give a couple quick history on the league. This is. It's a 10-team PPR league. 1 year it was a 12-teamer, and then they went back to a 10-team. I dub it high stakes, 150 buy-in. I won this league last year. I'm the champion of this league. I'm the champion of this league. It was a lot of controversy about last year because of the whole situation that happened with it delayed a lot of fantasy championships because people were debating on who should get what based on what happened between the Bills and I think it was the Bengals when my man almost died on the field. So I did a poll. Folks said, yeah, let's do it. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. So give me a second. Let me see if I can share my board real fast. Let's see here. Let's see. And I will take your questions as I go through the draft. Nope. This is the one. All right. So there's my board. Let me see if you guys can see it. Can you guys see this? Is this good? Let me change the background real quick. You guys see this? Can you guys see this? I'm guessing you guys can see it. I mean, we're 4 minutes until the draft start. Nah, I didn't. What ended up happening? The debate. It was a complicated mess because I was in a decent chunk of finals last season. And in this league, it's a 2 week. There's 4 teams make the playoffs, 2 weeks per round. So I was up by like almost 100 points going into that week in the finals. So I tried to negotiate with the guy. The first thing I said was, let's just rock it off week 17. He didn't want to do that. And then I think he ended up conceding when it was all said and done. Because, he had Bills players. But the problem was there was no way those Bills players, I even offered to give him last week's totals. But even with last week's totals, it wouldn't have been enough. So I offered average. Like I offered anything to prove that, So the only thing the way it works in this league is for the folks who don't make the playoffs, they do this thing called the toilet bowl. They used to do a kitty, so then it was winner take all in the toilet bowl. I won that 1 year because 1 year I didn't make the playoffs. But if you win the toilet bowl, which is pretty much the losers bracket, so to speak, the teams that don't make the playoff bracket, because I can't say it today. But so basically, If you win that, you can pick between having the 1st or the 10th pick. So the commissioner, what he does the randomizer until that individual lands on the 10th pick. And whenever and the person that won the Toilet Bowl this year picked the 10th pick. So he did the randomizer until that person landed on the 10th pick. And so I ended up with 5th. 5th is an interesting spot, because 5th you could potentially not have Jefferson, Eckler, McCaffrey, Chase. So I got my whole setup. You can see those are my top 5 guys. Cooper Kupp, I might be willing to take Kupp there too, but the fact that I could potentially have an advantage every week is enticing to me. But it's a 10-team league, so for me, I have a different perspective on it. And since I got the 5th pick, that means I'm going to pick again in 16, if I remember correctly. 16 is my next pick. So since 16 is my next pick, the guys that could potentially be there, Lamb, A.J. Brown, Chubb. So I got a lot of potential here to still get a running back. So I'm okay with taking Kelsey at 5 if need be. I'm okay with taking Kelsey at 4, to be honest with you. I think to have the advantage, of that position every week is worth it for me. It's not crazy. I mean, because Burrow's probably the 4th or 5th quarterback taken. So yeah, I got some interesting things that I'm thinking about doing. This league can get wild and crazy, which reminds me, let me cut this off because I do not want all the noises, because the noises will get ridiculous. All right, so it's a minute per pick, so this is gonna go pretty quick. All right, Justin Jefferson, I expect it. Eckler, I expect it. Everything's going like I expect so far. Well, there it goes. Mr. Kelsey, you're up. Let me go ahead and take him real quick. Kelsey's my guy. I'm taking him at 5. There's no hesitation there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, let's see. If you can hear the sounds, that's kind of wild because I can't hear them. I can cut it off though. Hold on. I'll cut because I know them sounds can get annoying. I get it. All right, nothing surprising so far, guys. Nothing shocking yet, which is good. All right, so now, obviously, if he falls to 16, which I don't anticipate, I'm gonna take him. Let's see here. All right, so Lamb, Wilson, Chubb. All right, Kupp's gone. Henry's gone. I anticipate these 4 people in front of me should be gone. I think I'm gonna be picking between these 3 guys. No reaches yet, really. Not real reaches. But all right. So for those who don't remember, for those who weren't here at the beginning, the way that the picks work is that if you win the Toilet Bowl, you can pick between the 1st or the 10th pick. The guy that picked the 10th pick did not show up, which is hilarious. So he's about to get auto draft, which means he's going to get Saquon Barkley and Devontae Adams most likely, unless it'll get interesting. Unless he set his board, which is possible. Very possible. Let me go back and check the chat out real fast. In Dynasty, I prefer Bijan Robinson, but here I probably prefer Tyreek Hill. Robinson, I think long-term is going to be a star. I just don't know how to... I anticipate he's going to get everything, but... Barkley and Adams, all right, that's what we got. That's what I expected. So we're going to see. We're going to see. I ain't going to front, though. What is... I got to remember what is Garrett Wilson's injury. Ankle. He got an ankle tweak. I ain't sweating that. I'll take him there. It's looking like I'm going to get to take him. All right, so Diggs is gone. Pollard is interesting, I will say. Pollard is interesting, I will say. I'm always on the fence about Pollard, but, you know, we'll see. It's a full-point PPR league, so... Let me go ahead and put something in the chat here. Shame. All right. Chubb's gone. All right. No big deal there. All right. He's not a must draft. I like Kirk Cousins, though, if I can get him super late. I like Kirk Cousins if I can get him super late. I will say that. Lamb's gone. Yo, if Pollard's sitting there, I'm going to have to take him. If Pollard's there, I'm going to have to take him. Any tips? Have fun. Have fun. And if you're doing it with friends, that means you're probably doing it with Panthers fans. Just remember that when you play fantasy football, it ain't just about your squad. You can take advantage of that. There's a lot of folks that'll just take take Panther players just because. So we'll see. Pollard or Wilson, man. Pollard or Wilson, what you doing? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? If he takes Wilson from him, I'm definitely taking Pollard. All right, he took Pollard. All right, Wilson it is. All right. Now, let me show you who I would like to have here. That's who I like to have. I don't think he's going to make it to me, but hey, who knows? That's what I would like to have. Here you go, man. Here you go. I'm not disagreeing with you, though. Nah, man. If you're in an all-Panther league, go ahead. Draft Ian Thomas. See how that works out for you. Somebody said that killed him to draft Tony Pollard. You didn't have to draft him. But yeah. If you're only paying the fan in your league, that's all right. So it's gonna get interesting. You might have some folks that know what they're doing. I'm funny, truth be told. I'm in this dynasty slow draft right now, and I'm like a pick away, 2 picks away. So we'll see how long that takes. If that pick, let me do a refresh here real fast. If that pick comes up, I might show it to you guys, cause it typically. Yeah, all right. Yeah, they're still like a couple hours away, so I got a while. Which running back would you take in the 2-3 turn if Pollard's gone. I think I would take Gibbs, yo. I like Gibbs a lot. I like Gibbs a lot. How's my situation looking right now? Will they take Mahomes? If they let me do it, if they let me put Mahomes with Kelsey, it's gonna be a problem. You hear me? You hear me? It will be a problem if they let me take Kelsey. But I'll prefer Gibbs over Travis here. All right. That ain't gonna happen. My man already took Hurts. That means they're gonna do a run of quarterbacks. And if they do that, I got other folks that I'm interested in. What are your thoughts on JSN as your 3, or is he more of a 4? I'm not mad at him as a 3 or a flex spot. I don't think I will put him higher than that though. I mean, because you still got Metcalf and Lockett there. So at best, he might only be the third target carrier in Seattle, a team that probably won't necessarily want to throw the ball that much with Geno Smith. All right, I'm one pick away from getting who I want, and there's a lot of other folks on the board that hasn't gone yet that is intriguing to me. So I can come back around and get some interesting situations, but we'll see what happens. Aspen might take Mahomes though, and shout out to Aspen. Aspen is really good. She could be watching the show now, knowing that I want Mahomes, and that's fine. And I won't be mad if she takes him. But but there's some pretty good players on the board right now. It looks like people are afraid of Jonathan Taylor. He could hold out. I don't know if I want to touch that. We'll see what happens in the 4th round. He's interesting, but I'm not going to reach for him. There goes Mahomes. Let's go. Hey, Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. That's not my team, though. That's my squad. All right. Mahomes to Kelsey is going to be beautiful this year. All right, so who's next up? Let's see here. At 36, Gibbs. Harris burnt me last year, yo. Harris. I don't know if I want to make him. You know what? Nah, I'll hold off on that. This guy. I might continue my 0. Actually, you know what? Where is he at? This is for you. This is for you, Noli. Even though I think I could probably wait one more round, but actually, you know what? I am gonna wait one more round. I'm gonna wait one more round before I put him on there. But let's see here. Is Jacobs gonna hold? Do you think Jacobs gonna hold out? I don't know if he's gonna hold out, man. He might not hold out. I think these running backs know they might have to, because if they don't show up, that's a different issue. Jacobs might have to mess around and play. But we'll see. Well, it don't matter now because Jacobs is gone. And I think my man here, Easy Money Sniper's about to take Taylor and Metcalf, so you better hope to God Taylor don't hold out. But that's good value to get Taylor at the bottom of the 3rd if he doesn't. So we'll see. We shall see. Let me check the chat. Thanks, Aunt Barbara. I appreciate that. But yeah, man. How many teams got to be in my fantasy league? 24. And it's got to be like 30 rounds. Bruh, yo, it's going to be fascinating to see how that's going to fall out. It's going to be fascinating to see how that's going to fall out, I will say. All right. Gosh, I better put Najee there. So much for that. All right, with 3 more picks to go. I don't trust Ramondre Stevenson no more, man, with Zeke there. I don't trust him taking him this high. Joe Burrow. All right. Well, at least I'm going to get either Aaron Jones or Jamar Gibbs. I can't be mad at that. Well, no, I'm not. I might not get either. Well, I'll get one of these 3 guys. One of these 3 guys is going to get picked. So, there goes Aaron. Let's see what Balls Deep do. Pause. What a name, by the way. He's going to get an auto. Oh, he took Lamar. Well, I will take Gibbs. Lamar! You can only go Gibbs if he's available. I thought he was going to take Gibbs, but he took Lamar instead. I think he's worried about the quarterback situation, which I'm not mad about one bit. You know? All right, so let me go ahead and let y'all know who my target guy is. My target, well, Pierce, I'll keep him there just in case he somehow falls there. But here's a couple of my targets for the next pick. Miles Sanders, DJ Moore. Rashad White is fascinating to me. I would love to get Kamara in the flex, but I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. But we'll see. We shall see. But I'm not touching Stevenson. Amari Cooper's fascinating too. Jerry Jeudy, I'm hesitant on. Calvin Ridley, I'm fascinated by. I'm not touching Tampa Bay wide receivers. So, we'll see. We'll see. The 5th spot ain't a bad place to be, I will say. I'm liking what the squad's looking like so far. The league is 1 quarterback PPR. 1 quarterback PPR. I think my main question is, what do I draft early? Like, anything besides QB, or would I want to go QB early depending on who's there? It all depends on your league, bro. If you're in a super flex, there's no shame in going QB early. I historically typically take quarterbacks late, but the opportunity to pair up Mahomes and Kelsey was too good to resist, especially since I got Mahomes in the 3rd. I couldn't resist that. So it was just a no-brainer for me. But typically, historically, if folks know, in most leagues that I'm in, I typically wait for quarterbacks. I wait. That's just how I roll when it comes to that. Bruh, is Pierce still there at 38, man? I'm going to have to, at 45, I might have to take him, but I don't think he'll be there. I always do my league names after rap albums, typically for milestones. So this year will be the 30th anniversary of Midnight Marauders. So you know. I feel you, and that's typically my style when it comes to quarterbacks. But for this situation, to pair up Mahomes and Kelsey is too good to resist. Especially since I didn't have to, especially I got my homes in the third. Couldn't complain about that. If it's a normal league, then my suggestion is it all depends on where you're at in the draft. Like if you're early in the draft, you got an opportunity to get a Justin Jefferson, a Jamar Chase. I would go after him. Otherwise, running back is your option there. Oh my God, Pierce is sitting there. I gotta take him. That's too good. That's too good a value there. That's too good a value there. I gotta take Pierce. Pierce is gonna get the run. Pierce is gonna get a lot of opportunity. Yeah, I gotta take Pierce. Sometimes your board changes based on the value, man. I just hope that either Sanders or Moore sitting there so I can put him in my rest, so I can have him as a starter. Miles Sanders as a flex is beautiful. DJ Moore as a flex as a wide receiver too is beautiful. But I think the value for Pierce is too good not to resist in the 5th round. So, all right, let me go back into my board real fast. Even Amari Cooper was still there too, which is kind of wild. Alexander Madison. Let's see. Yeah, Miles Sanders should not make it back to me, but if he does, ooh boy. Ooh boy. Amari Cooper. Okay. How many more picks I got left? I got 7 before mine. So 1, 2, 3. Hopkins is fine here. Scary Terry. Breece Hall. I'm shocked Breece Hall is still here. Even though Breece Hall's fallen because of Cook. I think I'd rather have Kenneth Walker III. So. Watson, Eckler, Jacobs, Jerry Jeudy, John. This is pretty good. This ain't bad. Team look good, man. I think the only thing you need to be concerned with is holdouts, because I think Eckler's not going to hold out, but Jacobs is a legitimate concern. But overall, your team looks fine. I mean, you probably could use some help at receiver, but you were very running back heavy, so I can't be mad at that. Yeah, if it's a small league, it's not going to be that bad, but that also means everybody's going to have good teams. Huh. There goes Sanders and Waller. I wonder if folks are panicking about the tight end position. While I'm here sitting in round 6, a word of advice to you guys. If you ain't, and I say this a lot, and normally I would do like a video, and maybe if you go back and look, I did a video about a year or 2 ago talking about tight ends are a wasteland. If you don't get Travis Kelce, everybody else is a crapshoot, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody else is a crapshoot. That's just my opinion on the matter. So if you don't get Travis Kelce, and unless like somebody like a Mark Andrews falls to like to the 5th round, just wait. That's what I suggest. Just wait. DJ Moore just went. But look where DJ Moore went, Noli. He went in the 6th round. That was for you, Noli. Ingram is nice at tight end. I'm not doubting that. But where would you take him? Where would you take Evan Ingram? Hopkins is gone. They gonna make me take Scary Terry. They gonna make me take Scary Terry. Like super late. That's a guy that I would take late. Like if I don't get Kelsey, I'm waiting. That's just me. I'm a waiter. Like certain positions I'm willing to wait. Quarterback and tight end, particularly tight end. I will wait for a tight end till the cows come home. Because that's just how I roll when it comes to it. Like I would just wait. Basically, if you have the first pick in the first round, that means you got the last pick in the second round. So basically, your pick swap each round based on where you land. All right, George Kittle went in round 6, which is pretty good value. All right, so Miles Sanders and DJ Moore didn't make the cut. Very disappointing, but it is what it is. But I like Terry McLaurin in a Eric Bieniemy offense. So I'm fine with Terry McLaurin in round 6. He can be my wide receiver too. And as for who will be there for my next pick, Kenneth Walker, James Cook, Cam Akers. If I can get a running back as my flex, I'm not complaining. If I can get one of those 3 guys, I'm not complaining. Push come to shove, I mean, I'll settle for Deontay Johnson. Or even, this is we're not talking about Marquise Brown enough.
Hey, Jamie.
Pause. We're not talking about Marquise Brown enough, but he might have a shot to at least be a wide receiver too. Not discussed enough. With Kyler Murray. Just a thought. Just a thought. And by the way, if the DJ Moore guy gets Justin Fields, that's pretty damn good value if you ask me. Kyle Pitts. Woof. Round 6. Woof. Ugly. Not I.
Well, I'm not 100% sold.
Let me go back to the chat, see what y'all talking about. Why would you stay away from Akers, young sir? It might be a moot point. Deontay Johnson might be too good of a value here, though. Oh, I didn't realize he didn't have a touchdown pass all season last year. Wow, he didn't have a single TD last year. But I like his consistency. I really do. And I like his targets, too. Yeah, you know what? Change of plans. I gotta take him. Value's too good. I gotta take him. Yeah. He's gotta score a touchdown, man. Look at this. I didn't realize that. That's wild. That's wild. And for a flex, I mean, other than this little donut that he had, I mean, that ain't bad for flex production, considering he ain't have no TDs. Add a TD to a couple of these things, man. You got some special days. You know? So, yeah, I'm not mad at that. And the way things are looking, I might be able to shore up my bench. He's like the DJ Moore of the Pittsburgh Steelers. But even DJ scored touchdowns for us. All right. Now, I should look at some of these squads and see if any of these guys are threatening. Jefferson Wild's a pretty good wide receiver combination, I will say. The running backs don't scare me, though. Yeah, this team doesn't scare me one bit. This one is interesting. And one thing about this league, the PPR emphasis is very strong. He got the Herbert Allen combination. Chris Olave, AJ Brown, I'm high on them. And he got McCaffrey too. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good squad, man. That's Aspen. That's why. That's freaking Aspen. So Aspen's good. I always give props to Aspen. Deshaun Watson goes in the 8th round. Deshaun Watson goes in the 8th round. How y'all feeling about Dalvin Cook with the Jets, guys? How y'all feeling about Dalvin Cook with the Jets? I mean, I could go double Steelers wide receivers the way things are going with this with the board. Ooh, there's another guy I'm looking at right now. I'll take Marquise Brown here. Man, that thing is super wet. Pause. Who said he's going to be behind Breece Hall after this is all said and done? I'm just trying to understand who said he was going to be behind Breece Hall. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been drafted yet. So you guys can understand what I'll be trying to tell y'all. There's the remaining quarterbacks. You got Dak, Kurt, Daniel Jones, Tua, Rodgers, Geno, Russ, Anthony Richardson still there. I might take him as a flyer. And his bye week's not until week 11. Yeah, I might have to take him as a flyer. But we'll see. I got Anthony Richardson rated in my top 10. So I'm kind of shocked that he's still there. But, you know. But let's see. Show drafted. How many quarterbacks have been taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's been 9 quarterbacks taken, so I'm assuming everybody's taken at least one with the exception of one team. And I think that was my man Dalvin and the Chipmunks. He ain't took a quarterback. He's probably going to take Dak. He's a Cowboys fan, so he'll probably take Dak. So he's waiting to take Dak. So once Dak goes, maybe then I'll go on the prowl to try to go get another guy. But nah. I actually might opt for a backup quarterback for this scenario. So, but for me, if I'm going to do a backup quarterback, it can't be somebody that has a bye week in week 10. So Kurt works, Rodgers works, Geno works, Russ works, Richardson works. And those are my 5 options for backups. I'll leave those at the bottom of the queue. But back to flex. Back to focus, because my pick's coming up. And there's a lot of, let's see, pick 85. If I can get Pickens, man, that'd be beautiful. Actually, I might take Kirk. I like Kirk, too. I'm going to be wide receiver heavy. I need to get some running backs, though. Bad. I gotta put some in here. I gotta put some in the queue. Evan Ingram went in the 8th round. He's probably going to finally take his boy now, but we'll see. I prefer Pickens here. Ah, she took Swift. Look at that. That's cute. Fantasy football, I take based on value, not based on team loyalty. You'll learn that real fast. I ain't taking Panthers just to take Panthers. It's got to have a reason. I would have took Miles Sanders. He was available when I was targeting him, but he was taking a few picks right before me. I ain't gonna reach for my Panthers either. That's not how I roll. If Aspen don't take Cook, I'm gonna take him. I gotta take a running back. I don't think I can hold off at this point. I mean, I only got 2 on the roster. I gotta put another running back in the queue. Come on, Aspen, don't take him. Damn it, she took him. She's probably watching me. I guess I'll have 2 Steelers wide receivers now, won't I? Well, here's that moment in the draft where when you've made the decision and you have committed. You have committed to 3 wide receivers starting. Three wide receivers. So that's how you have made the commitment. Unless you're ready to reach for A.J. Dillon, which I don't think I have an issue doing that.
NFL Sunday Ticket is now on YouTube. So that fantasy team you made up from multiple teams in multiple cities that's kept
Dillon, Brian Robinson, Gibson. Yeah, I really don't want them. I don't want those Washington running backs, man. The more I think about it, Oh, I'll take Mike Evans as a flex in any day. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. The problem with Dylan is that I think you won't really get Dylan's true value unless my man gets hurt. Unless Aaron Jones gets hurt. I don't think you're going to get the true value of Dylan. And that's the thing, too, with these Washington running backs. It's pretty much roulette, right? One of them has to get hurt to show the true value of either one of them. Pierce or Sanders? I think Sanders is going to have the higher upside, but Pierce is close. Like, Sanders has the potential to have RB1 upside. Pierce got to worry about Singletary. So it all depends on how you look at it. But I think Pierce has the potential. I think Sanders has more upside. Pierce is going to be more the constant. No, Miles Sanders' injury does not worry me one bit. I'm very high on Sanders. I was kind of bummed he didn't fall back to me. It is what it is, though. Those are the breaks. You take risks, and they're worth taking. So, yeah, no. Well, I guess somebody put their line in the sand. And I guess I can get my guy AJ Dillon. Hey AJ, what's up? Get some running backs up in this piece. All right, let's see. Is there anybody else worth taking? Should I just take Gibson and hope and pray? Oh, let's see what else we got here. Rashad Penny's fascinating. Oh, man, I know somebody's furious right now. Oh, Dalvin and the Chipmunks. You still don't have a quarterback, buddy. And Money Tree's already got 2. Or Bobby Trees. Yep, he took 2. Wow. I guess I could take a quarterback now, couldn't I? Kirk Cousins is pretty good value right here at 94. Kirk Cousins, discount double check. Kirk Cousins or freaking Aaron Rodgers. Jamal Williams. Daniel Jones over Kirk Cousins? Not I. Not I. Wow. Wow. That's an interesting one. That is a very interesting one. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We know he ain't going to take another quarterback. He just took one. That's fascinating. A fearful situation. Although I probably should roll with McKinnon. McKinnon's the reason why I won my fantasy championship last year, if you want to keep it a buck. He was the reason. You see these weeks right here? He was the absolute reason. Boom, boom. These 2 weeks right here catapulted me to the promised land. value's too good. That value's too good. Sorry. I like Jacoby Myers a lot. That value's too good. Sorry, Antonio Gibson. You're going to have to wait a couple more rounds, buddy. I know you ain't going to be there when it comes back around, but I don't care. I'll take my chances. It's funny. That was good. Yeah. Ooh. I like those two. By the way, Aaron Rodgers is still on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to let y'all know that. I've committed to playing 3 wide receivers every week. You should be worried about TMJ. Wide receiver 5. I told y'all. I might draft a fantasy wide. I mean, I think we'll get a fantasy wide receiver drafted. I don't know if that's going to happen in Detroit. I'm looking at my slow slow draft for Dynasty. I'm 1 pick away. Hold on, is my pick up? Hold on, before I... Okay, I got time. There goes Kirk Cousins. By the way, this is phenomenal value for Kirk Cousins in the 11th round, guys. Philadelphia, man. I have 3 bench spots remaining. I will say, this is normally not me. I normally would draft way more running backs than this, but, you know, those are the breaks. I will say that. I will admit that. I normally am a guy that drafts way more running backs than 3 on a team. I pretty much drafted 2 running backs and a backup, and one's a rookie. But we'll see. I'm on the clock. I'm going to take my boy Zach Charbonnet. He's a stasher. I'm stashing him on my bench. I think we're going to get a wide receiver taken, guys, from the Panthers. You ready? It's going to be him. It's going to be him. You ready? You ready, guys? You ready to see? You ready to see a Panthers wide receiver get taken? It might be both. It might be him and Thielen. You never know. This is my next guy. By the way, look at these quarterbacks that are still left. I think I'm gonna take one of them if they're available, but I'm not before the running back. There goes Chark. But that was from Aspen. Aspen's the Panthers fan too. So, you know, there you go. You got Chark, guys. You got Chark. You got Chark. Chark just got taken. Now, granted, Chark is granted, a bunch of possibles as a Panthers fan, but you got Chark. So take it. Enjoy it. Relax. But yeah, man. We only got a couple of rounds. We got like 3 rounds left. 3 more picks. Or is it 4 more picks? How many more picks I got left? Hold on. How many? 4 more picks left. 2 bench spots, 2 and defense and special teams. There goes Zeke. That's a good pick. That's a pretty damn good pick. Shar White, I think he's going to have a pretty decent year, but, you know, by default. I'm curious to see what Zeke does in New England, though. I ain't gonna front. I'm very intrigued by Zeke. Oh man. Oh, I wanted him. All right. Let me go back. Let me go back and reassess. If I can't get my running back. Well, maybe we'll see if we can get. I'm pretty sure Aspen's going to take Penny. So I can't bank on that. Yeah, she's probably going to take Penny. I mean, I'm brace for that one. She's taking Penny. I was trying to take Penny. Oh, Bills defense. Okay. I'll take Penny then. All right, for my next rendition, I'm going to take one of these 4 quarterbacks. And these are the ones I probably want to get. If I can get one of these 2, preferably. Either Rodgers or Richardson. If not, unless a good other position comes up. I mean, as I look down, MVS might be interesting. But, nah. Kincaid is interesting. But he's a rookie tight end. I ain't really trying to. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I got it. Oh, Rodgers went. There you go. Rodgers went. That means Richardson probably ain't going to make it to me. Which is fine. I don't need a backup quarterback. man take tight ends 2 rounds in a row? Well, you can play flex, but ooh, we got a tight end run. I like it. I like a tight end run. Take more tight ends. The kicker. The tight end. Oh, it's not my pick yet. One more pick. Took Lazard. Why not? Let's have some fun today, shall we? Kind of shocked he fell that far, to be honest with you. But at least if I make the decision to trade one of the quarterbacks, I can. If I want to pick up, if I want to improve in another position. By week 11, by week 10, Richardson should have figured it out yet by then, right? I'm wondering if I can do something with Bucker. I want him. Don't take a kicker. Damn it. Oh, man. All right. Where's my kickers at? Why not? I'll go with the Raiders kicker. He's got a late bye. Why not? Week 13. Why not? All right. Tell you how, Young Wei. Tell you how important it's important, but it's not really. Don't want to put too much thought into it. I would have loved to have Bucker with Mahomes, Kelsey. That would have been pretty cool, but it is what it is. All right, defense. Let's see. Commanders. 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 Late buy. New England. Late buy. Okay, so much for that. Ravens. Late buy. I saw it like, look, this is how I'm deciding. Late buy. Vikings. That looks terrible. Their defense looks trash. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with them. This is how I make my decisions. Late buys. Nothing scientific about it, guys. Late buys. It's just a defense. Just a defense. Auto. November 9th, 1993, 2 classic hip-hop albums came out on the same day, and Midnight Marauders was just so happens to be one of them. All right. I could pick the Panthers defense, but from my standpoint, why? When I can get somebody that's gonna, I ain't gotta worry about it for 13 weeks. And I typically stream defenses anyway, so I'll take Washington. And that's my squad. That'll do it. I will say I'm thin at running back, but I think I can. If I need to make a trade to try to fix that, I can. I mean, I will admit, I'm a little thin at that position. I got multiple Steeler wide receivers. I'm looking at my bye week situation, and I don't think I'm going to have a bye week problem, which is good. So no complaints there. I just realized that the bye week is week 14. Probably should talk to the commissioner about that because the playoffs start week 14. Look at the NFL ruining fantasy football. Oh, that's a very low scoring preseason game I'm looking at here. But, you know, I can't complain too much. Let me see. Let me go check out some of these other squads. There goes my team. Go to my team. There's my squad right there. Look at my projections. Look at them projections. Look at that. Look at that cuteness. Oh yeah, I get opening night too. Woohoo! Typically on opening night, somebody does go crazy, so it's gonna be interesting on that one. I get opening night because I got the Chiefs and the Lions. But who's my first opponent? What's that projection looking like? Oh, I'm projected to win, even though I don't have all the advantages, but it's okay. But I'm projected to win, but we'll see. I mean, it's a war. Well, I'm projected to win because the defense and kicker ain't blah. You know, we'll see. It'll get interesting long term about how this is gonna go. You know, projections don't really tell the full tale anyway in the grand scheme of things. But I'm good with my squad. The only thing I'm worried about is the running back situation. But you know, that can get better over time. So we'll see. I will say though, this week I would probably roll with Marquise Brown instead of Deontay Johnson against the 49ers, but we'll figure that out as the season gets closer. I mean, weekly rankings are different than long-term rankings, so. But yeah, man, this was fun. All right, that was it. That was my draft. That was my squad. You know, that was a pretty fun draft. Only took about an hour 13 minutes. I was hoping that I was gonna get a chance to do the draft on Sleeper, but my pick is I'm still waiting to put my selection, and then I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get my pick in until probably late tonight. So we'll see. But thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do another one of these depending on when my next draft is. I'll keep you posted on how the league goes during the fantasy hour. So like I said, we're gonna go live every Monday night. There's going to be occasional things. I know we got the NFC South Roundtable, so I'm going to work around that. So the time might change for next week because of the Roundtable. Might do it before, might do it after. I got to figure it out what time the Roundtable, and we'll let you guys know. Shout out to Big Low Country. But with that, I'll talk to you guys later on the next one. Peace.